busy and very noisy. "Hank," said Theodore, "are you awake?" "I'm awake," replied Hank. "Are you awake?" "I wonder what it's like on the night shift," Hank asked Theodore. "Will we be all alone? Will it be too dark to see?" "I don't know," said Theodore, "but I have a question." "Well, what's that?" asked Hank. "How can anyone sleep during the day?" said Theodore. At that moment, Northumberland's submarine floated slowly by the dock. "Hi, Northumberland," called Theodore.
Oh, hello there, Theodore.
Well, the tugs knew Northumberland was a very sleepy submarine. But this time, he had fallen fast asleep right in the middle of a sentence. "Northumberland is the sleepiest ship I've ever seen," said Hank. "At least someone can sleep during the day," smiled Theodore, and both tugs laughed. That evening, as the sun set, "At least someone can sleep during the day," smiled Theodore, and both tugs laughed. The light changed from gold to orange to dark blue. The two tugs sailed out to meet Owen the oil rig. They passed Philip and Fillmore, the ferry twins, as they finished their last trip of the day. They met Rebecca, the research vessel, heading home for the night. "Theodore and I are working the night shift," called Hank proudly. "We are working the night shift," Rebecca, as she stars, called "Shooting star." "Shooting star?" Doc settled into her. "Watch out for shooting stars," said Hank. "I hope they don't land on us." "I don't think shooting stars are dangerous," said Theodore, laughing. As the darkness deepened, Theodore and Hank began to notice a change in the harbor. "It sure is quiet," said Hank. "And dark," added Theodore. "Around here somewhere. Owen should be." "Owen," called Hank, but his voice was barely a whisper, and there was no reply. "How are we ever going to move an oil rig in the dark?" said Theodore. He was beginning to worry. Maybe they weren't ready for the night shift. Hank called a bit louder. "Owen!" The sound seemed to echo all around the harbor. Now both tugs began to get nervous. Hadn't the dispatcher said they would find Owen here? Suddenly, the lights of the great oil rig snapped on. "Hello, boys," called Owen in a cheerful voice. "I'm all set. Let's get moving." "At least now we won't have any trouble seeing," said Theodore, who was dazzled by Owen's bright lights. The two tugs buttoned their tow ropes onto Owen and slowly began to move the oil rig across the harbor. "I think I can see why the dispatcher wanted Owen moved at night," said Theodore as he strained at his tow rope. "Of course," said Owen. "It's because I take up so much room." "You would block the ferry boats," said Hank. "And all the other ships," added Theodore. "But at night, the harbor's empty." "Well, almost empty," said Owen. "There's probably more going on than you think." "Do you like working at night?" Hank asked Owen. "I love it," boomed Owen in a loud voice. "It's so peaceful and quiet. You can hear the waves lapping against the shore," shouted Owen. "Well, all I can hear is Owen," whispered Mild Theodore to Hank, and they both. Well, by the end of the trip, the two tugs